here with Kevin Black, who's one of the coaches for the U.S. women's team, world team coaches. It's World Championships has a lot of different moving parts and people that play a role, and as one of the coaches and volunteers that are taking time off from work and spending time here helping our team, talk a little bit about what it's like to be part of our staff at the event and being able to contribute to the success of the team.
Yeah, well, this is just a tremendous opportunity for me as an individual, as a coach, as a man, as a leader, to be able to be put in a position of influence in the lives of, our world team. But I think one of the things that goes unnoticed and just uncommunicated is that we have a network of volunteers who are supportive of our programs, of the men's freestyle, the Greco-Roman team, and then our women's team, where we take time out of our lives. We don't get paid to be here. We get a uniform, and that's great. But we're here investing in these athletes, and USA Wrestling is just so unique in that we are able to do that for volunteers. I spend time working with people all year, and not that it's a reward, but USA values their volunteers, and I think that's something that it's just not communicated enough, and USA Wrestling needs to be appreciated by people like me who is a volunteer, but that they take us all over the world. And there's no other organization in the United States, wrestling or otherwise, that treats their volunteers like wrestling does. And I'm forever grateful to USA Wrestling for a lot of reasons, but the opportunities that I've got to be a part of as a volunteer. I'm not a staff member of USA Wrestling, and I've got a club back home, and I support what USA Wrestling is doing, and it's easy to do that when they value what I do. So we have athletic trainers, we have chiropractors, and coaches, doctors who just volunteer their time because they like being a part of something great and something bigger than themselves, and they'll spend an entire summer. It might not be the most wise thing, right? From a financial perspective or business move, where we have our athletic trainer who she took time off for the Olympics, and then now it's like unpaid vacation time for her practice at home, and when we're not there, we're not making money, or when we're having to pay for babysitters and those types of things. Sure. There's investment for us, and but I just think that USA Wrestling is so unique because they provide us that opportunity, and I'm so appreciative of it, and I think everyone else is too. But there's just all those little pieces of the puzzle. Now,
some of the rewards besides the shirts and the smiles is the athletes. What kind of feedback as a volunteer leader and as someone who's part of the delegation do you get from the athletes, especially when they come through and have success?
Yeah, that's funny. It's we had one of our athletes yesterday who asked Alex Conti, who's another volunteer coach, to give her a massage after a warm up, and he jumped to it, and he's really excited about it. And she goes, "Wow, you're excited to give me a massage?" And I said to her, I said, you don't know how many people just want to get their hands on, literally, right? Get their hands on what you're doing. They want to be a part of you having success. And I don't know if the athletes actually know our role, to be honest, and maybe something that needs to be communicated to them. I don't know if they know that we're here as volunteers and giving up our time and that kind of stuff. But that's why we do it. We don't do it to be recognized. We don't do it to be thanked or get a thank you card or anything from the athletes. We do it because we care about the athletes and we're investing in them. And any type of thanks or not thanks isn't going to change our role, and it's not going to give us value, and that's not why we're here. If we were here to be appreciated, we'd be in the wrong sport, right? Wrestling,
yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of unappreciation going on. So but that's why we're here. Is we're here for the athletes, and they're that special piece, and hopefully something that I have in my life can rub off on them, and we can make a positive impact just as they've made a positive impact on my life.
So we've got 2 more athletes. The U.S. sits in 3rd place. Has a chance maybe to be on the podium as one of the top teams. What will it take for our girls today to continue the first 2 days of work and have the U.S. come home as one of the countries that get recognized as a leading champion country?
I think really they just need to believe in themselves. We've had kind of a flux of athletes who believe in themselves, who don't believe in themselves, and it's really as coaches we're trying to tell them like, you're there, you're ready, and
Yeah.
if our girls today believe in themselves, they've got great draws, they've spent plenty of time in the development process, they've got medals, and they're ready to be competitive at this event, and I think we need to communicate that message to our women's program that
Yeah.
if you make the team, you're in medal contention.
Right.
The person that you beat at trials was as good as half the people here at this tournament. So if you're on our team, you're in medal contention. We had 7 girls who came here in medal contention. That's how good we are. And some people didn't believe in it, whether if it was their first championships or their second or third. And, it was like, well, I did well for my first one. Yeah, it was the first one for Japan too at 48.
Yeah,
She
right.
won. So I think when we get to that point as a team where people make the team and they expect to win, no different than like Iowa college wrestling in the
Right.
80s. If you were a spot filler, like you made the team, you still were expected to win a national championship. Jesse Whittemer, in
Yeah.
'95 he won because that was the expectation, and I think when we get there, then we'll have finally arrived. We're so close, and this is a team that we've had that went through the whole development process together. And this is Terry's first group that he developed everyone right from they were
All the way
14
from-
years
yeah.
old. So that now we're starting to see that vision that was casted in 2003 when or 2002 when he started. Now it's finally coming to fruition. So it's
Well,
exciting. It's fun, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll come back and be able to get everyone together for a nice big shot. But anyway, thanks for what you do,
Yeah,
Kevin. It
thanks.
makes a difference, and people aren't always paying attention to all the things that make the team work. And I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah. Thank you.